Hello friends, and welcome to Bucharest. I start my walk in the Cotroceni district, one of the oldest and most beautiful areas of Bucharest. Some say that the city itself began here. The history of this place dates back to the 17th century, when a monastery was built under the rule of Prince Șerban Cantacuzino. Over time, the area grew around it, becoming a home for aristocrats, scholars, and later important political figures. Sadly, during the rule of Cișmigiu, the church was destroyed. But even though part of its history was lost, Cotroceni has kept its special charm. Walking through the quiet streets, you can still feel echoes of the past in the grand architecture and peaceful atmosphere. Today, the district is known for its elegant villas, many of which feel like works of art. The people who live here take great care of their homes, and every detail, from the colors of the facades to the intricate balconies, tells a story. Some houses preserve their old aristocratic style, while others blend modern designs with historical elements. This mix of history and creativity makes walking through Cotroceni even more special. Cotroceni is a great place to visit, not just for its past, but also for its peaceful atmosphere. Unlike the busy city center, this area feels calm and relaxing, making it the perfect escape within the city. Spring is the best time to come here, when the trees are in bloom and flowers fill the air with their scent. The whole district feels alive. It's a quiet reminder of how important nature is in our lives, something we often forget in the rush of everyday life. It seems to me that people are in some way denying their deep connection with nature. We lock ourselves in concrete boxes, stacked one on top of the other, turning cities into giant machines that never stop. And we are the fuel that keeps them running. We build higher and higher, believing it's a sign of progress. But in reality, we need nature far more than it needs us. And nature in return suffers because of us. We try to bring small pieces of nature into our concrete world. We build parks in the midst of all the chaos, using them as temporary escapes, as tools for relaxation. We take our children to zoos to show them innocent animals, as if we own it all. Human nature is selfish, and living in harmony without harming the world around us seems almost impossible under current conditions. We seem obsessed with things, money and status, forgetting where we came from. Culture may have turned monkey into a man, but at what cost? Yet, despite this, more and more people feel an irresistible pull toward nature. A weekend escape to the mountains or the sea no longer fully restores us. It's as if our bodies and minds are trying to tell us something. We should be closer to the earth, not drifting further away floor by floor. Of course, history and progress have led us to this way of life, constantly spinning, always in motion. But is it really worth it if in the end we find ourselves searching for answers? How to feel grounded? How to calm my nervous system? Why can't I sleep? How do I stop being glued to my phone? Sometimes it feels like our own progress has taken a wrong turn. Although Bucharest is the capital and a lively, often noisy city, there are still places where you can escape into the calm of nature. Despite its fast-paced rhythm, the city has a quieter side. People here value green spaces, and the many parks are well kept and clean. Locals appreciate outdoor activities and cherish family traditions, making time to connect with loved ones. Romania has endured difficult times, especially during the harsh dictatorship of Nicolae Ceausescu, a period that brought much suffering to the people. And yet, despite this painful past, the Romanian people have impressed me with their strength and love for life. They are warm, welcoming, and always ready to help. Respect is deeply rooted in their culture. Young people honor their elders, and there is a strong sense of community. Perhaps this resilience comes from their history, or maybe from their deep connection to their land and traditions. Either way, it's inspiring to see how they hold on to their values while moving forward. Kretzulescu Palace was built in the early 1900s at the request of Elena Kretzulescu, a descendant of two noble boyar families. Passionate about nature, she designed a magnificent park around the palace, spanning nearly 2 hectares, with its terraces, artesian fountains, pools, springs, and charming bridges. These oases later became today's Cișmigiu Park. One of the most beautiful churches in Bucharest is Kretzulescu Church. It is rich in history and resilience. It has withstood the communist regime of Ceausescu, the powerful earthquake of 1977, and the revolution of 1989. Restored in the late 90s, the church remains a place of quiet strength and spiritual beauty. Visiting it is not just about admiring its architecture, but also about feeling its timeless, calming energy. Walking through the city, it's impossible not to fall in love with it. The architecture and history are especially inspiring. Bucharest is often called the Paris of the East in guidebooks, and for good reason. At the end of the 19th century, many French architects were invited to shape the city's landscapes, leaving behind some of its most iconic buildings. One of the most remarkable examples is the Romanian Athenaeum, the city's architectural jewel and its most prestigious concert hall of the time. Built in 1888, it was designed by French architect Albert Galleron in the elegant French Art Nouveau style. Bucharest is a city of mysteries and surprises, one of the most unexplored and underrated capitals of Europe. It has its own distinct character, a unique romance, and an undeniable charm. It's also a city of contrasts, where history and modern life blend in unexpected ways. For example, right across the road from the church, there is a pub, just in case you need to confess your sins and commit new ones without too much travel time. With every walk, the city reveals something new. Hidden corners of history, architectural gems, and stories waiting to be discovered. And so, my journey continues, uncovering the secrets of Bucharest, one step at a time.